it's only listen, lately, maybe it's because of my social media, and I'm digressing from my schedule a little bit. I've been seeing a lot of people offer these free classes now, right? They're all over the place. Free, free, free. They're showing you how to do it. And I can't compete, right? I can't compete with some of the fancy fly stuff that they doing, and they got it all spilled out. But what I'll tell you, what you get from me, man, I'm gonna give it to you nice and clean and easy to understand. I'm gonna give you exactly what those other folks are giving you. I'm about to knock your socks off. I'm gonna make it easy and to understand. And today I'll give you some opportunity to even ask some questions. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I had it up during the pregame. Here we go. And so you may want to take some notes, because I'm giving you the business today. I'm giving it to you. I'm going to go we're going to move at a moderate pace this morning. A moderate pace. Clarence, one of the people that's supposed to be on is Kaida, man. Kaida's supposed to be on here, man. She jumped on, and so she's supposed to be here. And lo and behold, you'd be surprised, BJ Kerr is supposed to be on here as well, believe it or not. But at any rate, so this is what we're doing to discover the power of ChatGPT. I've been using ChatGPT since December of 2022, so just about going on 8-9 months now. What I'd like to do, and let's start with you, Clarence. Just I know both of you gentlemen, but you all don't know each other. Tell us what you do, brother, in a very short, concise way, if possible. You're muted, my man.
Sorry, Stuart. Who are you asking for?
I asked Clarence. He's gonna.
Yes.
Clarence.
So I am a entrepreneur. I am the owner of Great Lakes Property Management Group, and we are a full service, what I call womb to tomb licensed brokerage in the state of Michigan. We do everything from helping people buy and sell properties to real estate consulting. We've done over 200 rehabs in the city of Detroit, as well as we now manage a little bit over 300 properties. And God willing, I'll be opening a school here shortly. So that's kind of the main thing. And then my next venture I just started, I've got a travel business that I just recently started that kind of my wife and I like to travel, so I needed, I got to travel for cheap and write it off.
Yeah, man.
So that's me in terms of using AI. I have my son.
No, let me ask the question, because I want to frame the question.
I was just reading what you said there. I'm sorry.
There she is. Let me just frame the question properly. It's really just a yes or no. Are you currently using any AI like ChatGPT at all?
The answer is no.
Okay. And when it comes to new technology, do you find yourself, Clarence, more adopting it right away or being challenged by it?
I'm probably on the opposite side, probably more being challenged by it. Okay. My younger self makes me adopt to it.
Yeah, I get that.
And you know him.
Yes, I do. And maybe, hopefully, when you get that school started, you'll call me up to run it, man, and maybe we'll do some stuff with there. Thank you for that. Then, and that's you just gave the example of how I want to run through these questions, because again, I got a lot to pack in, but I want us to know kind of who's on this call, and so those are great answers. Reginald, Mr. Maynard.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people what you do, brother.
I am currently working as the International Director of Luster Products. I've been at Luster now 36 years. Been in the hair industry for over 45, and I'm still at Luster, but we have pivoted and I'm beginning to sponsor some individuals in the UK. And that's why my interest in AI. So right now I work for Luster Products, but I also have a company called DMN Productions, and we manage a gentleman called Terry Jervis. And Stuart, you and I will talk offline later about that, some of the things that I'd sent you before. But that's so I have two roles in wanting to do AI. One is working within Luster Products and on the marketing side, and then within my own purview for my company is developing marketing plans, business plans, and literally campaigns through AI.
Yeah.
And yes, I am currently using it. Been playing with it since around the same time, Stuart, since December, but you know, in and out, but I've been very active lately.
Okay.
And then your third question, when it comes to new technology, I'm an early adopter.
Okay.
I like to get in, try it, I love beta testing, you know, depending on what it is and who it is and why I'm trying to use it. And so, yes, I do embrace technology, even as an OG.
Yeah,
I got a
man.
few years on me, but hey, that's what keeps me in the game is trying to stay up with what current technology is. So I'm excited about this program today.
Yeah, when we met, brother, you blew my wig back, man. You the stuff that you're doing, man, is just absolutely phenomenal. So
yeah, we're trying to make a difference, Stu, and but I follow the lead of yourself and like the folks at OSG. I mean that
yeah,
to me is
yeah,
that's where we met at the OSG conference, and so
absolutely.
I'm domiciled here in Chicago, and so are you. So we'll talk offline, but yeah, I'm very interested in learning more about AI.
Okay, awesome, thank you, Mrs. Haynes. Still feels so weird calling you that, Miss Kaida.
That's me. Hey.
Look, I don't know how often you and Clarence talk, but look who's on there. Clarence Archibald is on here.
What's up, Clarence? You're on mute, sir.
We're not gonna make this a reunion though, but
How are you?
Good.
so let's and I recently got it with your brother BJ, who I haven't talked to in over 30 years. But anyway, Kaida, please tell the people what you do.
So I work for Chicago Public Schools, and I'm in the education field.
Okay. And are you currently using like ChatGPT or any other AI?
No,
And
at
when
least not that I'm aware of that I'm using
right.
AI.
Well, and that's another. Actually, I took that slide out. I mean, most of us use some level of AI if we've ever ordered Uber Eats or, you know, did a ride sharing or something. We've used it. I mean, but I took that part out anyway. Do you consider yourself when new technology comes out? Are you adopting it right away, or are you like hesitant, need to figure it out, decide if it's fitting, a little challenged by it, any of that stuff?
I'm kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Like I'm an easy learn, but somebody just showed me once I got it.
Okay. So just by a show of hands or come off mute, are any of you on Threads? Kaida, you on Threads? Clarence, you on Threads?
I
right.
just joined Threads.
Just
I mean,
joined
literally,
Threads. Okay.
just yesterday.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Clarence like, yeah. Check it out.
Wait, what's Threads?
I don't even know what thread is.
Wait, what's Threads?
So 1 out of 3.
Wait.
A third of the group. Well, wow. It's the Instagram's competitor to Twitter.
No.
And so I get it, right? Like immediately, and this is kind of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to break. It's like some of us are entering this space like, that dog it, not another new platform, another new platform. Yes. And it's not stopping down. And with technologies like what I'm about to show you today, new and newer and more new platforms are going to continue to pop up exponentially. I'm not suggesting that you need to be on all of them, but I definitely think that it just ain't going nowhere. Let me just say that. Let me keep going because I don't want to. I got a lot to cover. We're going to get through these 5 things. These 5 points. Understanding ChatGPT. Show you how to get started with it. Sounds like most of you are already on it. I'm going to share with you the meat of this is the prompting techniques and enhancing creativity and output and how you can leverage this for your business. And Kaida, I'm in the education space by default. Believe it or not, I've been in this space for 22 years. I'm really trying to help more teachers and teacher leadership really utilize this technology and harness it to ultimately give you some of your time back. That's what we're going to talk about. There'll be a moment for Q&A. So save some of your questions to the end. This is a lecture workshop. And then for participating, I'm giving you all a bomb free gift that is going to absolutely knock your socks off when you apply it. It only works. It only activates when you apply it. I'll give it to you. It's no good if you don't apply it. So one of the things I'm really, really good at, and really my whole life and didn't know it until just recently in the last decade or so, is I can take complex complex ideas, super complex things, right, or whatever they may be, and make them like almost oversimplify them, make them really, really easy to understand. And so it's this like, what is ChatGPT? Like, what is this? And I've reduced it down to just a few words. These words have power though. And ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence language model designed to generate human-like text. That's what it is. It is not the place to go do research. No, it's not that. It's not a research tool. You may be able to find some, if you want to look up something about quantum physics, you want them to give you a version of the birth of Jesus. It'll spit something out for you. It may or may not be accurate. You know why? Because it's not a research tool. It's designed to just generate human-like text to the point where it's like, who wrote this, right? It's like, it looks like reads like a human wrote it. It's awesome. Super, super awesome. Just for that. It's a language model designed to generate human-like text. Now, I didn't say AI is like that. I said, what is ChatGPT? Now, there are all tons of AIs out there. We just talked about them. Uber, DoorDash, whatever, right? But that's basically what GPT is. It's a language model designed to generate human-like text. Two basic myths. If I'm an author, the exact reason why Hollywood writers are on strike, because there's a myth that ChatGPT will replace human writers, when in reality, ChatGPT is a tool that assists writers and can be a valuable addition to the creative process. This conversation is not to talk about politics of the technology. We're not going to talk about the morality of the technology. We're not getting into who's right or wrong or whether this is good or bad. This conversation is strictly about exposing to you what you could do with it to use it to benefit you right here, right now in your life, and ultimately give you some of your time back, right? The second myth is that people will lose their jobs to ChatGPT, when the reality is people are absolutely not. You're not going to lose your job to ChatGPT, but you will highly likely be replaced by people who use this model, this technology, ChatGPT. There's going to be a difference. There's going to be a difference. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've noticed over the last 4 or 5, close to 6 months now, my output and consistency has been through the roof. I've been able to do things that normally would have taken me, caused me to be inconsistent, because now I can utilize this technology to do things at a level that I just honestly alone was unable to accomplish. And we'll explain and show you some of that today. So how do you access ChatGPT? So don't Google ChatGPT and try to find it, because ChatGPT is becoming as common and as generic as Kleenex, right? As saying Uber. When I say Uber, I mean anything that could be delivered, right? I don't mean whether it's Lyft or Turo. I mean, so you Google ChatGPT, everything is going to come up. But there's one place where you can get the official ChatGPT platform, and it's OpenAI. Now, OpenAI is the company that launched ChatGPT, and they have other tools. I'm not talking about the visual tools. I'm not talking about Dolly. I'm not talking about any of their other tools that they've launched. I'm talking specifically ChatGPT. OpenAI is an American artificial intelligence, get this, research lab consisting of 2 arms, the nonprofit OpenAI and its for-profit subsidiary corporation, OpenAI Limited in limited partnership. OpenAI was founded I skipped a part. 2 basic intentions, and they are particular about the words. 2 basic intentions with OpenAI: developing safe and beneficial artificial intelligence, general artificial intelligence, which they define as highly autonomous systems that outperform humans at the most economically valuable work. It does not say this was built with the intention of replacing humans, of to outperform humans at the most economically valuable work. Safe and beneficial, highly autonomous systems that outperform humans at the most economically valuable work, right? And so I'm going to show you that. It was just founded in 2015. Two of the biggest names on this list that are super important are the last two names. Sam Altman and Elon Musk served as the initial board members. ChatGPT was actually created by Sam Altman. Sam Altman is like 36 years old. In 2015, they gave him, he raised $1 billion to develop this technology. And in 2023, investors gave him another $10 billion just this year to continue the development of it. And he tapped his buddy Elon Musk to help him with getting this platform, this technology to where it is. Now, why did I include that in here? Because I personally want to acknowledge that while you may have never heard of Sam Altman, he's from Stanford. He started a tech incubator, business incubator, entrepreneurship incubator called Y Combinator, who has produced some of the most amazing technologies that we currently use today. But I also want to acknowledge Elon Musk, despite what you may think about him or how you may feel about him, because in my most humblest opinion, Elon Musk is the Einstein of our times. He's one of the biggest brains, most intelligent people. He is absolutely a genius, and he has directly had an immediate impact on our lives for generations to come through SpaceX and Tesla and hold on. So when I bring that up because I'm letting you know that this platform ain't no punk. That's really what I'm trying to say. Like, this ain't no punk of a platform if you know how to leverage it properly. I am a advanced prompt engineer. Now, I don't work for ChatGPT. They didn't hire me to do this. They're not paying me. They should. I have the only reason I'm so passionate about this conversation is because I believe what it could do for us as a people. Yeah, us as a people, however you describe, but I know what it could do for me and my people, and you are my people, and I know what it can do for us. So let's dig into this conversation, right? It's like, how do you use it? If you're at your computer, you may want to open it up. If you go to ChatGPT in another tab, open it up. We're gonna play. We're gonna do some stuff if you're able to. If not, don't worry. I will be sending out a copy of this recording to you. And again, I'm giving you a free gift that you can manipulate once this is over. So what I have here on the screen, when prompting ChatGPT for blog ideas, one of the things that you want to do is you want to set parameters. Very basically, like word count and preferred writing style. What do I mean by that? What do I mean? Let me show you. So I have it open, right? I'm going to open up a new chat. And I want to say, list, let's see, we have education, we have real estate, we have manufacturing, right? So I'm going to say create I'm going to go with Kaida first, right? Create a list of 5 blog ideas to inspire teachers to prepare for the start of the new school year, right? That's my idea, right? Because I want to, you know what? I'm going to change blog ideas. I'm going to say newsletters because I'm going to send this out to teachers, right? Am I spelling it right? Letters. Newsletter ideas, right? So immediately, right? I don't know. I just know I need to send something out to teachers. I want to get them fired up for the new school year. So it's just giving me 5 ideas, right? And let me make my screen a little bit bigger so you can see. Oh, okay. Back to school countdown, essential tips and tricks for a smooth start. And then it's telling me, hey, this newsletter can feature a series of helpful countdown tips and preparation strategies that teachers can implement in the weeks leading up to the new school year. Topics could include classroom organization, setting up a welcoming event, creating a syllabus, and planning engaging icebreaker activities. Okay, that's cool. Oh, here's another one. The ultimate back to school toolkit, resources and checklists for teachers. And then it's telling me what it could be in that. I was like, oh, this is dope, right? Cool. Okay, cool. Building a positive classroom culture, strategies for fostering inclusivity and connection. Now, as a teacher, as an educator, I'm like, dang, that's on point. Like, okay, yeah, the language is right, the tone is right. I'm feeling this. Tech tools for the 21st century, classroom empower your teaching with air. Okay, so that's cool. So ultimately, boom, it gave me some blog ideas, right? But I'm like, all right, so let me do this. Kaida, you the educator. I'm picking on you for this example. Which one you want to send to your staff or send to your team? Which one you want to get them with?
Let's go with 3.
All right, so watch this. Because I'm gonna save myself a time, right? Some time. Building a positive classroom culture strategy. Okay. From above. From above, number 3. Create a newsletter from me, Scott Stewart. Look, I'm making a look, I can do what I want to. International educational consultant. Based. Look, now you don't have to worry too much about the typos and stuff because it's AI. Based in no, I don't like base. And see, that's the education from the South Side of Chicago, dealing with chronic absent. Oh my gosh, pardon me, y'all. Absenteeism and poverty, right? Let me see. Let me just say chronic absenteeism, right? That's less than 300 words and includes 5 tips that teachers can implement immediately. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's take a look. Let's see how dope it is, right? Because I would have look, the truth be told. Let me tell y'all this. This is what's dope. Because see, here's the thing. This technology ain't smarter than me. It's not smarter than me. It just would have taken me a while to get all of this the way it's done. Now, it ain't this. There's no way in the world. I mean, this ain't smarter than me. It needs me to be dope, right? So I would have come up with something like this, Kaida. I would have come up with something like this. It might have taken me a few days because my kids banging on the door, the phone ringing, whatever. So many distractions. It'd have taken me a few days. It may have taken me a few hours if nobody's at home. Because I'm overthinking things, right? I'm like, I don't know about Mrs. Haynes. I don't know about Mr. Archibald. I don't know about Mr. Man. I want to make sure. So here's the subject: empowering teachers to tackle chronic absence. 5 actionable tips, dear educators, that we give for the start of the new year. Internet, right? Helen from the sun. I'm eager to share valuable insights on addressing chronic absenteeism in your classrooms. Together, we can make a profound impact. Okay, 1, here to 5: personalized welcoming, establish a connection, attendance challenges as learning opportunities, engaging in relevant lessons, celebrate attendance milestones, right? And there's no typos in here, right? There's no grammatical errors in here, right? Boom. This is low level. This is low level, right? Okay. Watch this. Now I'm about to knock this. I'm gonna give you one. From above, create a 45-minute professional development with timed sections. All right, so now I'm gonna turn this into a PD for the first day. I'm gonna turn this into a PD, Kaida. You got 45 minutes. You're gonna bring me to your school to do 45 minutes of this, and here it is. I'm gonna do my 5 minutes intro overview. I'm gonna understand. Here we're going. All right, what is it? 10 minutes. I'm gonna discuss the roles. Boom. So I say, okay. So I just got, okay. Boom, boom. All right, cool. So I got all that. That's cool. Okay, boom. From above. Now I'm doing way too much for y'all three right now. Provide what do we call it? What do we call it? Hands. Let's do it. Let's do it. Include 3 hands-on activities. So it's gonna do it again. It's gonna put it out, and then it's gonna give me the hands-on activities that we could do during the PD. Now, I don't know about you, and I'll get to real estate, and I'll get to manufacturing. I'll do one for each of y'all too. But Kaida, I don't know about you. I know how much time it take me to do some dope. I'm talking dope PDs. If I'm gonna do a dope PD, I know how much time I'm putting in it. But I just did this in less than 5 minutes. So now
That's
I can print
amazing.
this. Now I print this out. I go grab my glass of wine. I go print this out. I go sit on my sunroom, right? And I look over and I think about what else I can do, and I bring it back here. So all we talking about, we're just talking about how to prompt this thing. Right? All right, so let me do this. All right, let me do this. Because I'm really, if you know me, Reggie, you don't really know. I went to high school with these two individuals, believe it or not. And I was one of my greatest accolades as graduating from high school was I was class clown, right? And so I still have a sense of humor, right? Because this too stiff for me. So I want to, from above, I want to add some light to it. Include some teacher, right? Watch this. Jokes to add a comedic tone. So it's going to redo it again, and it's going to include the joke, right? So let's see how good this joke is. Why did the teacher go to the beach? To test the waters, of course. I like it. That will go over. That's cute. It works, right? Why did the math book look so sad? Because it had too many problems. I like it. Come on, ChatGPT. I see what you're doing. And so now this really starts to play with my personality when I do a PD, because I do have a comedic style, right? And the jokes are not going to be jokes that are offensive to anybody, because I've messed up and sold some jokes that probably I shouldn't have told, right? So, boom. I'm beautiful. I'm out, right? Why did the teacher wear sunglasses in class? Because the students were so bright. I love it, right? And so boom, gives me a few jokes. Now my PD is gonna be cold. Now I gotta but look, it ain't doing the work for me. I still gotta go execute, right? But it just saved me. I promise you, this has saved me 4 hours. This just saved me, Clarence. This saved me 6 hours, dog. Okay, for real. 6 hours of prep, because it's okay. All right. I'm too excited. Let's keep going. I actually did some of this right already, but I can take it to another level. What are we talking about? Crafting clear instructions. So instead of, because you all are getting started, you all are like, I've considered myself like really on top of how to knowing how to like prompt this thing, right? And so I'm not saying that you don't, but I'm gonna give it to you, right? So instead, my mom was on my first Zoom. She's new to ChatGPT. So she literally was like, well, I don't know what to write about, like, so Reggie, it's on you right now. We'll come to you, right? What you got an idea for something that because we're talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me something.
All right. Let's you and I kind of pivot to what you and I were talking about with Starship.
Okay.
You're my guy in London. All right. We're creating a marketing plan for.
Now wait a minute. Now Reggie, wait. Let me hold you, Reggie. Matter of fact,
yes,
I
sir.
am gonna come back to you because you paid for the extra 30 minutes.
Yes. Yeah, we
So
can do this later.
let's
Right, right, right.
hold that because you paid
Right.
to stay on when they jump off for some one-on-one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do that later.
All
So,
right.
and
So
for
look,
this particular exercise, do a marketing plan to relaunch Lustrous Pink lotion because it's now 60 years old. And we
okay.
need to be current with the current generation. So again, it's rebranding Lustrous Pink after being 60 years old. Everybody says, "Oh, my mama used it, my grandmama used it," and they don't know we have new stuff. So it's about rebranding and introducing new natural ingredients and new natural products. So that would help a lot. I mean, I played with it the other day, but this is a powerful tool. I learned some stuff already, Scott, that I can implement. Because I was doing some of these, Scott, but I didn't know how to embellish what I had already done. So I was creating new chats all the time. But you showed me, all right, take this idea from above and embellish that. That's a time saver as well.
Okay, wait a minute. Create. Okay, you say so. You want to do the whole marketing plan?
Well, it's just to relaunch it. It could be an outline.
Okay, let's do it. Let me stop. Because
Yeah, do it as an outline.
it's gonna give me the whole thing. So
yeah,
look,
yeah, just do an outline. Right. For millennials, right. And,
all right, because it's saying, okay, don't worry. Okay. Only one message said, man, Stu, you know, I know you paid for this thing, but you're doing too much. You making me work. I had this thing working so hard yesterday. Marketing plan out.
Save and submit. Yeah. Outline. Oh, right there you go. Right. Boom. See, there you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's light work. This is light work. This is really, really light. And yeah, you say, well, it paused for a minute because it's gathering the model. It's gathering the language model. Now,
Yeah, but
this is a little bit more than what I wanted to show, right?
I'm sorry.
No, it's not on you. That's not on you. But for those of us who are getting started, like let's say, where are we? Oh, what should I write about? It's like, again, like create a 5-day workout plan. Oh, not work plan, workout plan. I want to do this. Workout plan. Watch this. See, I'm going to show you the difference. For a 50-year-old man. All right, let me see. So cool. It's going to give me that 5 days, 50-year-old man. Right? It's giving me my 5 days. It's giving me a day of rest. Right? So this putting that out. But look, now, what do you think? How do you think I can make this better? How do you think I can make my prompt better so my output is better?
You can say from above, somebody that don't want to work out.
Okay, so in this case, what I want to do, I didn't do from above here. I'm going back and I'm gonna rechange the prompt itself. For a reluctant, right? For a reluctant 50-year-old man.
Now, can you just use regular terms as opposed to, I mean, that's cute and all for reluctant. Can you just do like create a 5-day workout plan for a 50-year-old who don't want to work out?
Yep.
Can you just put it, in plain?
Oh man, yes. I'm gonna show you for a 50-year-old man who
don't want to work out.
Look, don't wanna watch this. Work out. I'm gonna say wanna work out, right?
He gonna say you must be from the South Side.
With a focus on abs, right? So yeah, of course, it takes those nuances and it can flip it, right? Now I want to show you. So again, this is And what you just talked about, Clint, what you just brought up is super important. Garbage in, garbage out when it comes to computer programming.
Yeah.
So the more quality of your input will determine the quality of your output. So yes, and this is another thing. You know what? Before December, Clarence, I don't know if I'd have used the word reluctant, but because I'm using this technology so much, and it forces me to think so much, I'm now a better thinker. I have a better, broader vocabulary that shows up in my real world life. Because I'm constantly, so I've saved myself so much time that I can produce more. And it constantly makes me think about what I'm asking it to do. The difference between ChatGPT and Google will give you, will research data for you. ChatGPT is producing a product for you. But it's only as good as the prompt engineer, the prompter. It's only as good as your mind is. That will determine your output. So yesterday, this is a real life situation. I demonstrated this in my workshop yesterday. So I'm currently having an issue with Nike that they said they refunded some money to me, but it was this is real life. This is right now happening right now. They refunded the money to a credit card that has expired. And so to your point, Clarence, I'm so livid about it that this was my input. Created direct mail to the executives of Nike explaining that they messed up refunding $186 to expired credit after I told them the card was expired and I don't even know what bank the card was from and they messed up. Right? I was typing this in the word. I was so frustrated typing this. Like, I'm not using any fancy words here. I was all emotional. And this probably would have been the email had I sent if it wasn't for this technology, because I'm pissed. Like, y'all messed up. Where my money? Bring my what? Like, I probably would have typed what? You know what I mean? Like, and so this is what it gave me. Like I said, and at the end, I want my money back immediately. Right? Here's the resolution. It says subject urgent. I hope this email finds you where my name is. I'm writing to address a significant issue with the recent. Okay. Yes. I haven't sent this yet. I will, because I calmed down. I had to put my purchase. But let me tell you what, and let me get to this. I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm gonna come back. The reason I wanted to show that, I'll come back to this slide in a second, is because there's one thing that ChatGPT lacks. And it's the thing that gets in the way of our text messages and our emails today. ChatGPT doesn't have it. ChatGPT doesn't have personality. It eliminates that, what we misconstrue when we read emails and text messages. You have to inject a personality or a tone in the email, right? And so I don't know who would read this letter from Nike tonight at Nike. But if I did it with my emotions, somebody may get emotional too and be like, nah, I ain't. But because I've removed all of that, now the reader hopefully can just deal with the facts that are laid out. It's the same thing with those lesson plans and your marketing plan. Like, you take out the emotion, but you do need to think about how you infuse some level of personality. Remember, this is a language model designed to generate human-like text, but it doesn't have a heart. It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have personality. And that's one of the things when they, in the beginning, Reginald, you may remember, Harvard professors and Stanford professors was looking at these term papers. They found it difficult to tell the difference between who or what a human wrote and what ChatGPT wrote. But what they later found out is that the ChatGPT has no personality. The human written papers, you can sense their tone and their energy. You can feel their writing, right? So that's one nuanced difference. But let me go back. So we talked about, okay, let me go back to, so multiple prompts, use multiple prompts to explore diverse responses and get a range of creative ideas. Here's an example. Use a combination of prompts like, List the benefits of. That's a giveaway. Explore the challenges in, to generate some more comprehensive content. And so what I want to do, I want to go back to the teacher, right? And I'm going to go from the point of, I want to help my teachers, all right, to adopt this. Create. I like create a list of 5 reasons why. It should say list. I know y'all. Why teachers should adopt the above suggestions. Because I don't even remember what they were. So here's what I can now further dig into, because I've created a benefits. So why should I do this, right? Attendance rates improved attendance rates, enhanced student engagement, positive classroom culture, targeted student support, collaborative approach. And then it gives me those examples of why. So when you're prompting now, you're now prompting with greater purpose. Yes, you will save time. Remember, quality in, quality out. So I wanted to make that point. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay. This is kind of your point, Reginald, what we're talking about with your brand, right? With Luster. Respond to a prompt ChatGPT to respond as if it were the brand spokesperson for a friendly and consistent tone, right? So I go back here and this is me giving it personality. I'm telling it how to generate that human-like text. So prompt, respond, or say, create this. What do we have? The business plan. You know what? I'm going to do something special for you right now. Right? As if. Okay, watch this. So we go back here. Let's go to Luster's Pink. And Clarence, I'm going to give you an opportunity to give an idea for something in the beginning. So I'm going to create a Instagram post for Luster's Pink Lotion. To invite a younger audience to follow our page, IG page. So this is and I can send this to you, Redden. This is an Instagram post. This is what would go if you had a picture of the 2 bottles. This will go in there in your description, right?
Yeah, this is good, man. This is real good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and like you said, it gives it personality.
Mm-hmm. I personally might change some of the emojis. The emojis, as you all can see, they're not culturally relevant to us. So but I think, and Clarence, this is an example. I had to check myself. I was like, I don't want all these emojis in my post. But then I realized this technology knows something that I don't know and does things that I wouldn't do it to get results that I can't get on my own. The emojis help. The emojis psychologically make people stop scrolling to read your content. I was like, dang, I can't do what I want to do because I'll get the results that I get. I have to trust the technology. I don't like all these emojis, but the emojis get the people to stop and read. So I was like, all right, let me go with it. Now I changed some, but I know now that I still have to have some, right? So Reginald, I will send this to you in an email so you can have this and play with it. Or you can
Stuart, can you show how you would copy this?
Yeah, simply just or so one, I could copy and paste, or two, there's a clipboard here,
Right. Yeah, that
right?
clipboard.
And
That's
you
what I've been
click on the
trying to use. Yeah.
clipboard, and
And go to
then
Word or something.
I'd go to, well, I use Google Drive,
Google Drive. Okay.
and I just, now this is a good point. Nobody has asked this, and I just control V, copy, paste it in here, right? And if I honestly, I'm on a MacBook, so I could open up my messages, right? Paste it into my messages, like send it to myself, so I can paste it into IG. Because mostly IG is on your phone, right? You can do it from your desktop, but most of us use it on our phones. This, if you go to OpenAI on your phone, this works just as well. I'm looking at the time, and I want to make sure I give you all the Q&A, right? I feel like I've given you a lot, right, already. So a couple of things real quick. I have an iPhone. I have far too many telephones. If you know me, I have more than one phone number. But on my iPhone, I use this an app called Google Keep. So up until about 3 weeks ago, every time I had an idea for something, I felt the need to sit down at my laptop or my desktop. And then it hit me. I got Google Keep. What's Google Keep? It's a note-taking app, right? It's just a note-taking app. It's by Google. It's free. But in Google Keep, I can record my thoughts and ideas, and it puts it in text form. So lately, I've been publishing news articles through Medium. Medium is the platform that I use to create my news articles. Now, what I do is I record my ideas for a news article. I record my ideas for the news article into Google Keep. I copy and paste my ideas into ChatGPT, and it produces my news articles. Clarence, you got a picture? You remember who was in that picture with me, Clarence? I'm bringing back too much stuff. You can't tell by the top of that head. There's only one person, Clarence. There's only one person, Clarence. There's Dorcas in that picture. At any rate.
Oh, that was Dorcas. Okay.
Yeah.
It could have been Kaida too, you know.
But at any rate, so I no longer am bound to sit at my computer. I can record my ideas. I got an idea for this workshop. It's going to be 45 minutes. The topic is going to be this. I want to make sure I cover blah, 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 blah. Copy and paste that into ChatGPT to give me the output. I just saved myself even more time. Even more time. Now, it normally takes me a month to do an article. You can see the receipts right here. July 27th, July 23rd, July 22nd, July 5th, July 3rd, June 20th, June 29th. May. So just in the last month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 articles. That's 7 months worth of work that I've done in a month. And I have so many articles in here that I have yet to publish. I'm good through the rest of the year on articles. I can talk about the Hollywood strike. I can talk about where's my U.S. Supreme Court. The day I read and found out what happened, I had an article. I had an article for them. Boom. What you can do, man. Take my 2 cents. It's my 2 cents. Anyway, let me turn it over to. Let me give you this again. I'm sending you all this recording, but here's some content prompting ideas for you. You can prompt ChatGPT with a topic or a keyword, and it can suggest blog titles. It can do opening sentences, text messages, right? I have so much. On Facebook, it lets me know when somebody's birthday is, right? And so yesterday there were a bunch of ladies' birthdays, and I wanted to send, instead of just saying happy birthday, here was my prompt. Create 20 different birthday greetings for women that I don't know personally, who have an appreciation for, but I'm not interested in dating and is strictly platonic. And it gave me 20, because I don't want just because I said happy birthday, I don't want you to take it no way. I'm just saying I see you and and it gave me 20. And so now instead of just happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, it sounds a little bit more personable. I needed that, right? So I can use it for the big stuff, and I can use it for composing concise and impactful posts on social media to increase my presence and active and engagement, more effective emails and letters, as I've shown you. I had my son how to do it, and now he created our family gathering, event ideas. I want to change my bedroom, right? Agendas, workshops. I can use this for anything that I normally would write or need to write, proposals. Any of that is what I can use this technology for. So, questions, because I know you may have some.
Couple questions for you. One is Google Keep versus OneNote.
You're a Microsoft guy, so this month, if you record in OneNote, does it transcribe it for you into text?
I don't know, because I haven't recorded in either one. I type it in, but I guess I need to try to actually, you just do the talking then,
And I'm not a Microsoft guy, so I'm not sure how OneNote works. I didn't learn it, but I just realized I knew that if I recorded it, it would transcribe it into text.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, snap. Now I can just ramble my ideas. I don't have to worry about, I don't even, like my journals, I love to write. I'm like, because now I can just ramble my ideas. It turns it into text. And then I can take that text and format it in a method that makes sense for readers.
Now, do you do that all on your phone, or do you have to come from the phone onto the computer?
So Google Keep, because it's a Google product, it's tied to my email. So it happens on my phone, but it's also immediately on my laptop, desktop, wherever I have the Google product. So I don't have to update anything. It's just, it refreshes automatically.
Well, no, I guess my question more so is, can the stuff that you're talking, because I'm rarely, like, this is probably the first time I've been on my computer now in a week. So I normally do everything via the phone. I'm wondering, can I use this open AI okay, and get the same results on the phone as the computer?
Yes.
Okay. Is there an app?
So I don't think there's an open AI app.
Okay.
It's a web app. So
Okay.
I actually have to go through it on my phone as if I'm logging onto a website. And so I don't know if you can see this because of my blur. I don't think you can, but there it is on my phone.
Okay. Cool.
But it's not an app. I go through it as the browser, URL browser.
Cool.
I didn't get a chance to give you a chance to get an example of something. Did you have an idea for something, Clarence, that maybe you want to see?
No, I mean, it's cool. I like the whole birthday thing, because I be on Facebook trying to figure out how to say happy birthday to like an old girlfriend without my wife coming and beating me up,
That's right.
So that's a real good one right there.
I had one I did for a client out of New York, Clarence. I did a cost benefit analysis or something for her for a renovation project for real estate. Cool. And when I tell you, this woman sent me $500 after I showed her. Oh, wow. I was just showing her. She was like, "You just saved me so much." And you see how much stuff I have on here, but I needed a list of foods that had protein. So it gave me some foods that have high rich in protein, right? Let's see. Somebody asked me this was an example about, I was trying to explain here how it's not a research tool. So the prompt is create a 300-word essay with stats and research about the birth of Jesus. It doesn't, that's not what it'll give you some text, but that's not what it's designed to do. So let's see. And I'm
Could you
just
use
I'm
it for
just
like
giving.
I'm getting ready to go on vacation? I could say fun things to do in Santo Domingo, something like that. Would it be able to bring up something like that, or would you even use it for that?
No, I would use it for that 100%. Create a list of 20 fun things to do. Wow. On a look now, because I wanna I'm like really, it's a business slash vacation, right? Because you're writing this thing off. And
Right.
Santo, is it Santo?
Yeah. Yes. Santo
Santo
Domingo. Yeah.
Domingo.
Yeah.
I'm not worried
And
about.
Clarence, I looked up OneNote because I use that as well. You can use audio and it can be transcribed. There's a couple of steps. It's not as clean as Keep Notes because I do both, but you can record in OneNote.
Oh, okay.
And it
I
can
just
be
use OneNote
transcribed
because
over the word. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I'm
my
Microsoft.
son is a Microsoft guy. I'm actually a Google guy because I got I still have an Android for those of you that you
I
know.
have Android
I
rock.
have Droid.
Oh, cool. Kaida, look at her. She's silent. She's like, I
Like,
don't know.
side dudes.
So
Yeah.
here's your list of 20 fun things to do while on your business vacation trip
Wow.
to Domingo.
Nice.
Nice.
That's cool.
But look, watch this. Let's do this.
Can you say with wife?
With my wife, and for less than $1,000. Let's see what happens. So it's a little bit different than the first list because I gave it some more specific parameters.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to get a smaller number than that, but it's all good.
Clarence.
Hey, ain't nothing changed.
Clarence wants the $200 deal.
There you go.
Make sure you get you some red snapper though, buddy. Some fried
Hey,
red
look,
snapper.
look how long it started thinking
It
when you
was
made
thinking,
the
it's like,
number long.
man, look, Stu, you always pushing me. Like, come on, Stu, $500, 20.
So Scott,
You got the street food tour.
There you go. We're gonna have a street food tour. That's what we're going on right there.
Yes, Kaida. Yes.
So Scott, when do you go back and revise the initial thing versus from the above?
So I'm going back to revise if I don't like my initial output. If I'm like, no, that ain't what I'm looking for. Then I'll say, no, I want to, because, and then if I like what they've given, I'll say, you know what? Let me add to that. Let me revise this output versus is it, do I like the input? Do I need to change the input, or do I want to affect the output? So that's how I do it. And I hope that, did that answer your question? So how okay,
I'm just trying to see, like, if I didn't really want to, I was just trying to see the difference. Like when you were doing the newsletter earlier, some things you said from the above.
Yeah.
I guess it's more detailed based off of their output.
The answer is, for me, this is the best way I can answer. If I don't like what I prompted, then I'll revise my prompt. If I'm satisfied with my prompt and I just want to affect the output, then I'll say from above, add to, or revise the output. The prompt might be good. It's the output that I might have a question with. And that's how I determine which one I'm going to affect.
Because you might say, for example, from
Wait,
above.
I'm sorry. I have to do this because, so we're at time.
Yeah.
Mr. Maynard has paid for some additional private time.
Got it.
I have to do, I'm so sorry. But let me tell you, you all will be getting a free gift from me that you can play with, and a recording of this video to go back and watch. Wonderful. At a later time. If you have any questions, please feel free to just text me or email me. Clarence, you got my number. We talk sometimes. So Kaida, you can get up with me anytime, and just let me know. Hopefully you all got some benefit out of this, but I definitely want to give Mr. Maynard his paid for time.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. I learned a lot.
Thank you so much. I
This was
appreciate
good.
it.
Nice meeting you, Clarence and Kaida. And
Yes,
I'm sure
nice meeting you
see
as
each other
well.
on some future Steward webinars.
Yes,
This was
sir.
good.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank you all. I'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you.